coming to our class. Welcome to the amazing Life of Soil class today. So I'm gonna introduce myself and the team. My name is Golmar. I'm an assistant professor here at ONA Center. And Mr. Don Rainey, he's helping us today. He's gonna give you a presentation, and my student Sayed, who is taking the film, the video, the camera in his hand, he's a PhD student here. And Rohit, he is a master's student of computer science. So very nice to see you all. Thanks for coming, and I ask Don to go ahead with the presentations.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Golmar. Well, good morning. Again, my name is Don Rainey. I'm a regional county extension agent in water resources. And so I run my territories from Pasco County to Collier, dealing with water quality, water conservation, golf courses, communities, stuff like that. I've been around the extension maybe 18 years now. And so, yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be working with the staff here at ONA. And we're going to talk about two big words. I don't mean to throw them on you this early in the morning, but porosity and permeability. And so we're going to look at that as far as how water and air movement goes through soil, basically. And so we'll just get started. We've done some introductions already, but for the kids, what do you think about soil? How important is soil to you? You like it? What does soil provide?
Trees.
Nutrition.
Okay, nutrition. Is it alive or dead?
Alive.
What makes it alive?
Grass.
Grass?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Very good. Very good. All right. So yeah, we'll just jump in here. So how important again is it to you as far as nutrition? What do you see there? On the screen. Potatoes. Those are potatoes, and they're growing in soil. Just regular cultivated soil. Good soil, though. We have to have the right match. But what do we make from our potatoes?
French fries.
French fries. What do you like about potatoes? French fries? Tater tots. We had tater tots in there. Tater tots are big. What else?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Hash browns.
Hash browns. All right,
Potato
so there you
chips.
go. Just from potatoes. In soil, we got and chips. Of course, I gotta have my potato chips. So within soil, we have it's a mixture, believe it or not. So we have that organic part of it, fungi, bacteria, plants, root systems, and then we have our mineral side of things that are the building blocks, and we have pores that either hold air or water, and then last would be the what we call the total matrix. And so how their soils are put together is how they're going to react as far as if we were to put a plant in it, we build a building on it, we drive on it. They have all different types of reactions within that soil. So we study that and see how we can improve those systems as well. So with soil porosity, we're just talking about pores, little openings within, think about Swiss cheese. How many of you like Swiss cheese? Okay, what is how can you tell Swiss cheese from cheddar when you're looking into the chemical? All those little holes, okay? So they were made by bacteria at one time or another. Well, the same thing with soil. So when soil is put together, and we have composites all across the state, different types, naturally, when I say put together, they develop these systems. So you can see the systems, you can see the pores, the openings, you can see where water can hide or be trapped. You can see where roots can follow down through those air channels or water channels. And so we have movement of water and air within our soils. So when we pour water, when rainfall occurs, we have what we call permeability. That's the actual movement of water through that system. So when water does hit our surface in Florida, there's basically two ways to go. It's which way does it go? Which one you want? Down, and which is the other way with water movement? Up. It could go lateral too, but it's going to have to find its way up, right? Because it's in a cycle. We have the water cycle. And so pores and permeability is all important about that. We get aquifer recharge. We get our drinking water, 93% of it in our state. We come down below, so we have to have pores and permeability in play for us to even get a good cup of water. And within that system, you know, when the water's moving through it, it's getting cleansed, it's getting filtered by root systems, it's getting cleansed by minerals as well. So a lot of good things coming from that soil through these pathways. If we were to just look characteristically, you know, we have sand, silt, and clay. When we get a combination of sand, silt, and clay, we call it a loam. And so if we were to put them side by side, fill them up with water all at the same time, which one is moving through the fastest? What's the porosity, permeability of the profile that you see? Tell me about it. What do you see?
Sand.
Okay, you see sand. Does it hold water, or does water move through it rapidly? Okay, and what we would say it has a lot of pores or not a lot of pores? Okay, it has a lot of pores, which increases that movement downward through it, what we call permeability. So we have all together, you know, hits the top and moves down. So what's the slowest? Which one's the slowest? Clay. Takes a while. Sometimes it could take up to 10 years, maybe 1,000 years, depending on where you're at on this earth, for water to move a certain distance. I'd say 3 meters, 10 years sometimes, in certain parts of the world. And then with our mixes, when we have native soils, you know, we get into older soils, we have our loams, which are great for cultivating. It's in between. So we have good porosity and we have good permeability, which we want, right? Which one would grow the best cucumber?
Sand.
Would it? It might, depending on you know the movement of water and nutrients with that. So you have to think about that too as well. So good comment. Before I go further into that, let's demonstrate it up here. So I need two behind. I need you. And who else wants to volunteer?
Molly.
Okay, come on. So we're going to look at the porosity and permeability of these two objects. What is this called?
A brick.
Brick, paver, what do we call this?
Sponge.
Sponge, okay? Swiss cheese, maybe. All right, so what we're going to do is just take them and place them in the vat of water. Hold them down. Okay. So what do you think? Is water moving in or out of any of them? Do you think water's moving in or out? Which one would you think water moves into the fastest? Okay, why is that?
Because it has holes in it.
Holes? What about that guy? That's got little tiny holes, right?
It's clay.
Okay. Hey, that's right. I'm made of solid clay. Okay, so let's flip him over. Flip him over. Put him back down. Give it there. What else you think is going to happen when we lift them up? How much water is going to come out? Which one's going to come out the most when we lift them up? Why is that?
Because it soaks up moisture.
Okay. Does it hold it though? No. It's got those pathways creating that permeability, right? That big word. Let's do it. Hold it up. Both of them, same time. Okay, so we got some water coming out here. Some of it's staying in there. Let's squeeze out. How much water? Oh, there's more. Hey, give it a good squeeze. Squeeze hard. Oh, look at that. Where's the water? No water. Okay. So what's going on? You can put it down now. So, definitely with a sponge, which has more pores, is going to allow more water, even air, to move through. Just like with soils, with good soils that have these channels and airways and pathways for water to move. Definitely going to get in there and hydrate plant root systems. It's going to be a good buffer too, you know, and as far as recharge and cleansing our water going downward. So you nailed it right there. So what do you think that's made again? What do you think is made of? Maybe some clay, heavy materials. Okay. Does it have a lot of? Do you think? Why did water not move into it? It's just. You think it's denser, maybe? Denser, like this one? Can you squeeze it that way? Okay. So there's a lot of properties within our soils, just like these two objects, that either prevent or allow access of water to move through it.
job, guys.
You two guys are great, thank you. All right, so our next demonstration, I'm gonna let everybody get their hands on things. So let me kind of go through it a little bit. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm gonna split you up into groups at these tables. And Dr. Golmar and assistants over here, we're gonna walk you through it. There's gonna be some observations, there's gonna have to be some timers, you're gonna have to kind of like pay attention to water movement coming out the bottom. Because we're gonna record those notes and we're gonna talk about them. And basically, just real quick, we're gonna fill up the cups with a prescribed amount of water, which we'll show you. We're gonna sprinkle some Kool-Aid powder. Yeah, lots of Kool-Aid powder, right? We're gonna use that as our indicator, and then we're gonna pour some water through it, and then we're gonna see what comes out the bottom, how much comes out the bottom, and how fast it comes out the bottom. And then we're gonna identify some characteristics of that. This is very coarse material. Yeah, you're right. Sandy material. What do you think this is? Potting soil. Potting soil. It's really what we call artificial. It does support plant life, but it's not something you go out and you can dig up out in the field right now. It's man-made, so to speak. A lot of organic material, not too much sand, not too much of any other mineral. So that's our characteristics of these. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to pour water in each of the tops of these. As far as speed, how fast, which aggregate here is going to allow the most water to go through at the fastest time?
I think it might be this one.
The rock? So you think the rock would go through first? Which one's first or second? Second or third?
Second.
Second and third. Then why do you think so? Why would it stay in here the longest?
And we can do one by one.
Because it's the thickest.
Okay. All right. Maybe denser. All right.
Yeah, let's just start with this.
So let's see what's going on.
And this one's,
This would be the second,
yeah, that would be
and so third.
the first, second.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my timer out.
They were not.
Unless somebody's got a timer. Okay. I'll use mine.
Timer, we start.
So what we'll do. Okay. So each of you are responsible for one. So you two take that one. Take that one. You got that. I'm going to pour some Kool-Aid powder into your spoon. Just hold your spoon over the top. This is going to be our indicator. And just sprinkle it along the top. Change up colors just to make it fun here. It smells great, yeah.
They held on to it for about.
Just kind of equal. There's your spoon. And we'll pour it in.
There's an operating ranch and
Just keep it on top. There you go. Okay, now just sprinkle it all over. There you go.
it's very beautiful, about half of it. And we managed.
So, we're going to start with this one as far as the water. Okay. And we'll fill it up to that red line. And I'm going to start the timer as soon as you put it in there. Oh, just a second. Just got to look at it.
So we can have like this.
Ready? Go. Just go all around. Get a good mix. All right, now while that's going on, now you're going to be the captain of this one. Just keep an eye on it. Let me know what's going on. Is water moving through it already? All right, cool. All right, for you, I'm going to give you this cup. We're going to fill it up. And you're going to do the same thing. And we're going to observe while this is taking place. So
Spread the water all the way
yeah,
around.
make a good coverage.
It's 45.
Great, doing great. Okay, you keep your eye on that. I'm gonna start that one. And same thing here.
Property's leased out
Hers is
to the county.
Let's see what happens here too. Take a look at this one here.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So,
what's your,
what are we doing here? What's going on?
what's the result? Which one's going fastest? Which one's going second? Huh, that's surprising.
It is because the hole in the bottom, I'm going to change this up. The hole one in the bottom is we covered it up a little bit with tissue because it's going through so fast in the last experiment.
Oh, okay.
And now it's going through too slow.
I was like, I'm really surprised.
Yeah, but your predictions are right. This one probably be second, right? But we're going to give it a chance. We're going to give it a chance to catch up.
It's like putting moisture into the dirt.
Yeah,
Right,
so
it's absorbing.
yeah, so the permeability on that is very good. It holds water. So what do you think again? Why did this one go through so fast?
Because the rocks have like, there's holes between the rocks.
Right. So where the rocks are laid and connected, they have huge gaps in air and water can go through. So the permeability on it is great, but not that great at holding water. So again, if you were to grow vegetables in here, what do you think? Do you think this would be a great soil to grow vegetables in? During the summer?
Probably not, because it doesn't retain moisture, but it does give room for the roots.
It
So
does.
it's like,
It does. If you could stand it out, I guess every day and apply water when needed. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. That one definitely stopped earlier. Yeah. Okay, got it. There's one there. Did that one? Did it change colors any with the Kool-Aid? And they did do more Kool-Aid.
Mine's red.
So one of the things when we do with water quality, we always question how fast will the nutrients move through the soil, because remember we've got our aquifer below us in the groundwater, and we drink out of it. So when we're applying even chemicals, we want to know the soil type, because we don't want to apply a chemical that's very soluble, like Kool-Aid, and it can move through the soil very rapidly. Because the consequences is it's going to collect beneath us in our systems. So when we have to apply our products, we have to read our label carefully, knowing which soil we're dealing with, so we can prevent that. It also is a waste of money if we don't, because fertilizers and chemicals are not cheap, and so with that we have to, really be precise in how much we apply and keeping it within that root zone.